Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bobcats will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23. Line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Offense at an empty set. Lewis to throw. Gets it out quickly. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for a crease, it's Welch. Makes it past the marker. He's loose. He's at the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
Backed up now, here's second and long. He leaves it with his back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Atkins. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Dropping back, it's Navarro. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage. And then...
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Finds his tight end. Looking for room at the 40. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab outside. It's Harris. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll give it to him again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And the Bobcats can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Calls his own number. Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
A first down run in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 72 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got it behind the line. It's Welsh. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Lewis wants to pass, using the quick game. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's got an open man. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Buffaloes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Atkins. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Bucks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Pearson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to pass, it's Navarro. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle, it's Pugh. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bobcats want to move quickly. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hendricks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Got the first down and more. Powers through. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Bobcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Bobcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, big-time players make big plays in big games, and on that 4th down, final play of the first half, what an unbelievable job making the grab and taking it in for the touchdown. That was huge for the offense, giving them the lead. You just can't do it any better than that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Takes over the Bobcat offense, heads to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Scanning the field, it's Navarro. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll go right back to the run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. This is a designed run. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fights off the defender. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if, and wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one.
And they'll take over. First and 10.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Colorado, 7.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis to throw. Right down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Motion from the back. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Inside the 45. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Sends it back in motion. Right back to the well. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Now they're going to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. On target over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Bringing the heat. Looking to the end zone. Fires and picked off. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up as a